So it's been a while since the last episode, but we're continuing the series in which we see how far we can get with only one type of tower plus a hero of choice. So a recap of the rules, we're playing on easy mode and I get to choose whatever hero I like and also whichever map I like. Although the series is not super sweaty, so most of the time I just end up choosing whichever map I feel like playing and not always the best map for the tower. So we often end up playing a map that is not the easiest available, just so that we mix up the map choice, but in this particular video we are gonna choose the easiest one because, well, glue gunners are just not very strong. I've gone with Ezili for this one, and I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work out. Glue gunners do not have any camo detection on their own, so we need Ezili to help out with that. Ezili can do that in two ways. Number one is with the totem, which gives camo detection temporarily to all the towers inside of its range. And number two, her attacks will also start to strip camo from bloons at level 9 and from DDTs at level 16. But I think that for a lot of the regular rounds, her attacks is not gonna decamo fast enough, so we're gonna have to use the totem, and since that one has a pretty limited uptime, at least before level 16 where it gets increased uptime, we're gonna have to make sure that we don't mess up our timings so that we have the ability on cooldown whenever we need to use it. The second reason for choosing Ezili is obviously because of her hex. Round 100 cannot be beaten with just a regular bloon solver. Even if you buy and resell the bloon solver in order to move it and get the glue uptime to like 100%, it's still not enough damage to take down a bad. Now another problem is, of course, Ezili levels up very slowly and we're playing on a beginner map, which means that she's not gonna reach level 20 in time for round 100. But thankfully, I don't think we'll need to buy too many towers before round 100, so that should mean we'll have a bunch of cash and hopefully we will have enough to buy the last few levels that we need to get Ezili to level 20. As for the crosspathing on this guy, this one makes the glue last longer and this one gives you more pierce. I do think I'm gonna go for the pierce, but if we change our mind, we could probably just sell and rebuy this guy. Let's go ahead and upgrade this one to tier 4 now. Now I should also go ahead and mention the recent changes to the glue gunner in update 45, which significantly buffed both the tier 3 and tier 4 top path, the one we're using right now. But in terms of the tier 5, it's actually been nerfed a little bit, unfortunately, and here we have to use our totem for the first time. On a map like this, the tier 3 and tier 4 was already good enough, so I think we would rather have played this challenge before the update. And oh, here is what I was mentioning earlier about the uptime of the totem. Looks like we might be in trouble here. Please get this back up. Or actually, we're gonna be fine because we do have the road spikes here and Ezili is managing to take out most of these. Yeah, I'm not even gonna use the totem now. And speaking of bloon solver, let's go ahead and get that upgrade now. Oh, and there's one thing I need to show you guys in Sandbox too. You see, glue gunners is one of those towers that just synergizes horribly with itself. The extra damage from the glue storm does not really help out the bloon solver that much, so that's for one thing. On top of that, having like a tier 5 and a tier 4 attacking the same tower at the same time just simply does not work because there's like a prioritization over which one can attack. So spamming towers doesn't really help, and on top of that, the glue doesn't really synergize very well with the bloon solver either. It simply will not attack because for some reason I guess the super glue takes prioritization over this one, so it will not attack. If we change this to a Moab glue, I believe that this one will take prioritization, and indeed it does. If we upgrade it to relentless glue, yeah, here it seems again that relentless takes prioritization. But I think when this one disappears, it's gonna apply both of them like at the same time. Look at this. Yeah, see, now it is slowed, but this one is also attacking because for that split second when it had no glue on it, both of them fired and no one had time to hit the target before both of them had already shot the glue. So the glue was in the air, already traveling, so both of the glues hit the target. So that's another reason why glue just doesn't synergize very well with itself. So I'm not even sure if we want to have a super glue. I mean, maybe we just want a Moab glue, or maybe we want a super glue, but we really have to think about where we place it so it doesn't, you know, mess with this guy too much. And we can place our regular Moab glues a bit more liberally. So Ezili does decamo bloons now, so rounds like this, we don't even need to use our totem. Well, this guy seems to be soloing and will probably do so for a while, so let's check back in on, I don't know, around 90 or something maybe. Remember when this guy didn't really do much against Moabs and there were no puddles either, and I think he was also more expensive, so the only reason to buy him was like around 63? Man, this tower has come a long way since. Like, if you only need some quick DPS for like 63, you could just get the tier 4 and that will definitely get the job done now. Okay, so here's 95. We can't pop the camo purples either, so I guess we just wait for as long as we can and then use the totem, and that should last us the rest of the round. Yeah, I mean, we do have Ezili's ability to decamo DDTs as a backup, so, and yeah, I do think this is gonna last the rest of the round, so we should be good. Yeah, indeed we are. Man, that was a very good cleanup. This tower is a beast, dude. Alright, so let's see. Oh, we're only one level off. Only 20k, that was... I thought we were gonna need a lot more cash, actually. So now we can also go ahead and probably get ourselves some more Moab glues and also a super glue. And of course we're also gonna get this one. Let's see. Super glue, middle cross path. And we're just gonna get the regular Moab glue, not the relentless, because as we saw, that one sort of takes priority over this guy. So let's hex this bad now and see how much further we can get. I would assume that it's not too much further. Wait, it's not removing the Bloon solver's attack. See, it stays on there even though it's gluing. So if you attack with this one prior to this one, does it not remove that one? I really don't know how the glue gunner works, to be honest. And I'm almost dead here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use some abilities here. Let's try by using both our Hex and our Totem here. See if that helps us enough. And I do think it will. With this guy having camo, there's no DDTs that aren't getting decamoed, so nothing can sort of slip him by. Okay, I'm sitting here with the list of rounds, and now I don't think there's any more DDTs up until 106. So now we just have to deal with a whole bunch of like really dense rounds like this. And I probably should not have used my Hex so early, because now I may have a bunch of them popping and I don't want that. Actually, we're fine still. Because all of these are going to be damaged at pretty much the same speed because of how the glue gunner works. So you could probably catch a lot of them in a single Hex like this. Alright, 106, a pretty brutal DDT round. I'm not quite sure how long it is. I mean, it is fairly long, so I'm gonna wait a few seconds before I use my totem, and I might as well use my Hex as well. Let's see. Yeah, that does cause basically all of them to get clogged up over here. Wow, this is actually gonna be fairly close. Okay. I'm gonna use the totem a bit earlier this time because I think it will still last the entirety of the round, and Hex as soon as the first fortified one comes out. And I'm not entirely sure how this one works with the prioritization, but I'm gonna try to glue everything like this. I'm not sure if that does anything at all. I really have no clue. Or should I say, I really have no glue. It did work out a lot better this time though, but because I used the ability, I really don't know what I did to make it work that much better. Was it the ability, or was it just using the totem and Hex slightly earlier? I don't know. Oh wait! These are camo purples! Oh no! I can't glue these and save enough time to get the totem up again, can I? Maybe I can if I glue earlier? I might actually be able to save this. Glue it like now. I can actually glue it even earlier than that. But let's see if this works. It does work, but first, let me see what round am I on, 107. Okay, so the next 2 rounds does not have any camo, so it doesn't matter how I time this particular totem. That's good. Let's see, this next round does have some camo ceramics, but hopefully I won't have to use my totem for that, because I do need it for next round when DDTs will show up again. Look, there they are. What if I put Ezili on first? Let's see if she will manage to decamo all of those cerams here. And she did. Nice. Back to strong. Now, 114, I'm gonna create a save because there's gonna be DDTs on 114 and 15, so this might spell trouble. I don't know when the DDTs will come in next round, early or late, but assuming that it's early, I might want to try and hold off as long as possible with the totem in this round to try to use the same totem for the next round. And it looks like the DDTs this round are not too dangerous. Actually, we might even get away with not using a totem whatsoever. Yeah, nice. Wow, okay. So now we have the totem for this round, and that was not too many DDTs anyway, so very easy. Okay, I'm looking at the rounds now, and 116 here is just a regular round, but 117 and 18 has DDTs, so yet again we'll have 2 rounds with DDTs in a row, and this time both of them have a ton of them. 117 has 27 DDTs and 18 fortified DDTs, and 118 has 30 fortified DDTs. So we really gotta be careful with our timing this time. Come on. Nice. Okay, it's working, but are we clearing this round fast enough that we can take care of the next one? Oh no, this guy is stalling way too much. Or actually, maybe he's stalling just the right amount. No, he is stalling way too much, isn't he? Oh no. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to revert save there, because that is... Yeah, we don't have the ability up. Actually, let's try using it as late as possible once again. Okay, come on. Clean this up quickly. Oh my god. Please. We still have the totem for a few more seconds. And now it's gone. Please. Is that enough? I don't think so. Actually, it might. Yes, dude. Okay. Ooh. And 119 is just gonna be Ezili cleaning up. Okay, 99 DDTs. Gonna try to use the totem early the first time. See if that works. Wait. Will totem timing even matter at all? Okay, so we definitely need to use the totem early. Let's use the hex early as well. And we're gonna use the glue storm in a second, like now. Please be at least close to give me some hope. Yeah. That worked. Wow, okay. So glue storm really does something. Maybe they synergize a bit better than I thought. 128 is pretty brutal. 39 fortified DDTs, 200 camo fortified ceramics, and then next round is 77 camo purples, 77 camo ceramics, and 18 DDTs. Like, this is trouble. Like, okay. I mean, if we're not even beating 128, this is bad. Like, what? We're not even close. What happens if I do something like upgrade this one to tier 5 and then switch to this one mid-round? Will that do anything? I'm just sort of just throwing things at the wall here and seeing what sticks. That does actually help us a bit, but still not very close. Wait, what happens if we don't have a tier 5 at all? So that nothing will sort of take the prioritization of this one. It sucks, that's what happens. I'm just trying with a different position now, see if that does anything for us. Still quite a long way to go. And just for the sake of interest, let's see what happens if we do this. Is it working? No, it's not working. Yeah, 128, I don't know what to do. 129, 130 also have DDTs, so I think this is GG. If we have any experts on how glue prioritization works, make sure to leave that in the comments, and also leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.